In this video, I wanted to give you a step-by-step guide on how to formulate your soap recipe so that you save money and that you make more money when you sell that soap. I want to go through each ingredient and kind of talk about how to save money, how we save money, and so we can formulate our recipes to make as much profit as possible. So first, of course, when you're making soap, you need an oil. So when we make our recipes, we have certain recipes for certain things, but we try to make sure our recipes are relatively simple. Don't think that you need all of the exotic oils in the world and that you need a lot of oils in your soap for it to be luxurious. All you need is, you could make a soap luxurious with one cheap oil. It just depends on what else you're doing with it and how your recipe is. Say for our salt bars, we use a high percentage of coconut oil. Coconut oil is an inexpensive oil, and we get it in bulk, so we save even more money with that. And then we might use something like olive oil, a small percentage of olive oil, and or a small percentage of butters, something like shea butter, coconut butter, or mango butter. Limit your oils. If you are trying to save money, you can easily limit your oils. Try not to use so many of them in your recipe because it does not take a huge array of oils to make your recipe good. Next is the lye and water. We get our lye in 5-gallon buckets, so that saves us money because we use quite a bit of lye, and we need to make sure that we have enough of it and we're saving money. So that's how we get our lye, but we also do a 50-50 water discount. And some people do not like to make soap with this, but there's one thing about that is a money saving aspect. We use the smallest amount of water needed to make soap. So we are saving money on the amount of water that we're having to buy, because I'm not going upstairs and getting tap water. I'm going to the store and buying distilled water. And distilled water isn't outrageous, but it is saving money so that we do not have to use as much water as we might in another recipe with maybe like a 33% water discount. Next is essential oils. Now, essential oils are expensive no matter what. They are pure, essential oils. One thing to make sure of, you might think, oh, well, essential oils are expensive, I'm going to go for the cheapest thing possible. No, do not do that. If you use a cheap essential oil, it is going to affect all of the aspects of your soap. Like when you're making it, it might seize. Make sure it's going to be good quality, it's going to last a long time, and it's not going to affect how your soap comes out. Also, there are essential oils that are more expensive than others, so try to stay away from those. Of course, some of the most cheap ones are like lavender, peppermint, patchouli. So stick to making blends out of those. And that's another thing, making blends. You can make totally different scents that smells totally different, totally awesome with essential oil blends without having to go and buy something else that is different. So make essential oil blends, use cheaper essential oils, and do not go for the lowest price because that might not be the best quality. Now, of course, do your research, but do not settle for something bad. Next is your additives. Of course, additives are a big part of making soap, but there are ways that you can get cheaper things and ingredients that are more versatile. You can use a lot of things just from the grocery store to add to your soap that will make it a lot nicer. So I've already mentioned this before. Salt. You can make salt bars out of just regular salt. You can put salt in your lye water to harden the bar. You can also use sugar. Sugar is great for adding bubbles to your soap. And also you can get things like goat milk powder or coconut milk powder or even like buttermilk powder to add more bubbles and a slip type feel to your soap. So those are all things you can get from the store. And also a big thing is a peel. People want to pick up a pretty bar of soap, but you don't need to break the bank on expensive colorants. Go to the store, buy some paprika, buy some rhubarb, maybe you can find some turmeric, and you can go a long way with something like that. So a lot of our natural colorants, this up here, this is a peachy looking soap in person, but this is made with paprika and a madder infusion. Those are both all natural ingredients. You can get paprika at your store, you can get madder online. But there are also things like annatto, that is a seed. A lot of things you could probably get at your store: paprika, turmeric, rhubarb, different things like that. Pick them up at your store and you can use those things to make beautiful colors without breaking the bank. That is my step-by-step guide on how to formulate a soap recipe that will save you money and that will make you more money in the end. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to comment down below, like and subscribe, and thank you guys for watching.